we have eminent actor Mr. Prakash Raj with us. And what is really special about Prakash? We have many actors, but what makes Prakash really special? Because he speaks truth to the power. Let us begin with your reflections on your latest venture with Mohanlal.
Odiyan.
Yeah.
Odiyan is a very interesting film. Director Shri Kumar, when he came and narrated me the script, because Laleta called and said, Prakash, this is a film and I want you to act in it. And I was very interested in the way this whole folk culture, folk story or myth of Odiyan
Yes.
was very interesting. So it is more than my acting, it is the director's point of view and trying to bring that myth and that magic on screen. And it's been quite some time since me and Laleta have worked together.
Yeah.
It was wonderful, and to be able to do another Malayalam film. But Odiyan will be an experience because of its magic of that particular form and how you will see it on a big screen, and how three characters, Manju Warriors, Laletans and mine, use it or are stuck in this whole thing. This is a very different genre of film, and very hardworking the team has worked with the effects, the director, the action master Peter Hain. And Laleta has really done a great job in that film. He has put in a lot of effort. He knows the culture, he knows that element, so he plays the pivotal role.
Mohanlalumaയിട്ടുള്ള ആ ഒരു relationship, I think it was
After
there
that, we have
always.
not worked for almost 20 years. But we keep meeting because we are in the same fraternity in award function. Or Priyan, who is his very close friend, is a very close friend of mine too, because of we did films like Kanjivaram and things like that. I remember Kanjivaram, Toronto in green carpet, one of the major shows in Toronto in the festival. He flew from Buffalo, he was in America, Laleta, to see his friend's film, and he was so beautiful to see two friends together and watching the film. So somewhere we keep meeting, we talk and we element. So I don't feel that I have not seen Laleta for a long time. On screen probably it is 20 years later, but I keep talking to him, I SMS him, I talk to him.
And in that context, did it really pain you when you saw the developments in the association, in Amma?
See, association is something different, because then I have to have a particular stand. I think there are some mistakes of the association also, because we need a woman empowerment, or his comments on Me Too.
Yes.
Though he is a very responsible actor. I just wish Laleta would not have been little carefree comments he should not have given, because it is a sensitive issue. I just wish Laleta for a second had been little not so careless about giving a comment. Otherwise he doesn't intend, I know him. But then he is in a position and people see him. So I think a little responsibility should be there. I think he just took it light, but it has to be condemned. See, today, Me Too, I may not be responsible for abusing a woman, but all men should realize, with our knowledge or without our knowledge, we are predators.
Yes.
We have hurt women. So even if you don't do it, but her hurt is true.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have to say sorry. I didn't intend, but I am sorry. But all these issues, it happens because now he is not just an actor, no, he has taken a position. So these pluses and minuses will be there.
It is empowering women like anything. So when that
Me
is
Too is a
taken
very
place,
important moment in this world, because what I am saying is, I may not have done Me Too, but I cannot say that I have not witnessed somebody doing it and I have been silent.
almost 3 decades in acting. ഈ കഴിഞ്ഞ ഒരു 3 പതിറ്റാണ്ടുകളായിട്ട് ഒട്ടനവധി വ്യത്യസ്തമായ റോളുകൾ ചെയ്യുന്നു. പക്ഷെ അതിനിടയിൽ ഈ പറഞ്ഞതുപോലെ ഒരു പബ്ലിക് സ്ഫിയറിലേക്ക് യു ഹാവ് കം ഇൻ ടു ദ പബ്ലിക് സ്ഫിയർ ലൈക്ക് എനിത്തിങ്, ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് വാസ് ട്രിഗേർഡ് ബൈ the brutal murder of Gauri Lankesh.
What happens in every person's life, there is a point which triggers. So I, with my dreams of becoming an actor, I have been a very difficult and a very straightforward asking man in my profession. Politically, not yet. But when death happens in your doorstep, you react. A 35-year-old friend whose father was a fearless journalist, a great writer who was my mentor. So they ask your conscience, what are you doing? Can you be silent again? Will we let... See, I can't stop Gauri. I can't bring back Gauri. I can't that pain is forever. But only thing I can do is I don't want any more Gauris. That becomes my responsibility. And as an artist, or a Kalakaranai, where I have grown from a society, if I become a coward, I will be responsible for a society to become coward. And I had to raise the voice. And society has given me name, fame, everything. I need to give back. I need to stand for them. I said when I buried Gauri, I said, we are not burying Gauri. We have sowed Gauri. That was my line, because I have tears when I say that, because I want 1,000 more voices like that grown. And we should tell a statement to these people who killed her, for these cowards, that if you silence a voice, a louder voice will be born.
And there is always, sometimes a counter question. When you question something, when you question the way they have been doing things, then they face you with a counter question. What have you been doing that time? What have you been doing in 1977?
Those are jokers, they don't have answers. A question is not an answer to a question. So, what did Nehru do? What did Tipu Sultan do? I said, stupid fellows, jokers.
So this what about
Tipu Sultan is 2,000 years old. My father I know, my grandfather I know. I don't know my grandfather. I can't remember only 3 generations back. Where will I go to 8 generations back? You have come to power. I have a question to ask you. You answer. If you don't have an answer, that is what they do. And we the people should understand their game.
And I recall your statement in an interview that you always want to be an eternal opposition.
Yeah, because see, my mentor taught me, Lankesh, that Prakash, we need to be like a whip. We see in this country, we should understand all these political parties and their leaders and their followers are a minority. We the people are the majority. They come and beg us that give us a chance to serve you. We have the right to decide every 5 years, we want this guy or this guy. Who are they to rule us? The very word that somebody is ruling is very irritating to me. We should realize that. And I, as a citizen, they ask me, why are you not into active politics? I feel that I want to be a fearless citizen first. If I am a citizen, I am a boss. If I am a leader, I am a servant. I am the boss. We the citizens are the boss. You guys are our servants. You take permission from me, seek oath from me, and become the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister. Who are you to say you are God? We are the gods.
You just spoke of Lankesh, and I know that you walked away from St. Joseph College of Commerce, but you had attended another great school. I think the great school
Life has been my great
Lankesh,
school. Yes, Lankesh,
B.V. Karant,
B.V. Karant.
Then Girish Karnad.
Yeah.
And what was that very important lesson that you learned from people like Lankesh and Karnad?
See, they taught me, they exposed me to the literature, to world literature, to different plays, doing different roles, has sensitized me to see an issue, to see human life from different angles, from learned people, from their wisdom. So it has helped me to see things. It has helped me to perceive things which as a common man I wouldn't have perceived. So I say, I'm seeing world from very top. Top, I mean, it is not my height. Father, they keep a child on this thing. No, this fellow sees God first. So I'm sitting on all of them, and they have taken me like that. So I feel very enriched, and that is what they have done to me. They have given a meaning to my life. They have inspired me in their life, and they said how we should live.
And we have been talking about an atmosphere of fear in this country, because in fact, I just recall the words of Gopalakrishna Gandhi. He was saying that it is something tangible, and I think that word you also used during the interaction.
Because people are afraid to talk because they are hurt. People are made to be silent. They are bought. Fear has different forms. One is afraid of life. One is afraid of that there is no support to fight. So when we are doing this movement, when I raise my voice, I don't complain people who are silent because they are not as strong as me to take the onslaught to be that. So one is true that today major media houses are bought. What is told to the people is not what they should know. And they are bought because they are afraid and they have sold themselves. Big voices are stopped. People like Pansare, Dholkar, Kalburgi, Gauri has been killed. And lynchings are happening. In the name of it, people are settling their scores. So this is all fear and it is very tangible. You can see it, you can feel it. It is in the air. There was a very interesting Sri Lankan novel when from a world human rights, a Sri Lankan girl who's been in London comes down and she goes deeper off Colombo and they dig and they see very recent skeletons there and she says, "What is wrong?" whispers. And her guide says, "See, you whisper. Fear is a national disease here."
But there was an interesting take on this by Ramachandra Guha. He was responding to this critique by Gopal Krishna Gandhi, and this was Guha's response. He says that this is not emergency, this is not fascism, because we are talking here free. Mr. Prakash Raj and myself, we are talking here on various subjects. Nobody is stopping us. So he was saying that this is not emergency, this is not fascism. What is your take on this?
That's his way of looking at things, and this is my way of looking at things. And I see a very growing danger of bringing in one religion, one culture, which is not right for this country, and one leader, one dictatorship living, which is very, very obvious. And I don't know, because I have not heard Ramachandra Guha, who is a very sensible man. I will not take it that, if he has said it, I don't understand. But if he has said it, I don't know, because all of us are seeing what is happening. Emergency, just because me and Guha are speaking, doesn't mean everybody has the freedom to speak, right?
In an interaction with Perumal Murugan, he made a very, very interesting observation. He told me that after this incident, of course, the Madras High Court really resurrected him. The judgment by Chief Justice Kaul, S.K. Kaul, was there. So Justice Kaul told him, "You do what you are best at, write." And he started again writing. But he told me during a conversation that now there is something like a pre-censorship. I very much doubt whether I should use this word, whether
That's
I should
exactly
make
what
this
they. That
reference.
is why when I say that fear or threatening is different thing is, they have made you think, should I say it or not? When I make a film, should I do it or not? Because why unnecessary? I will be hit. So that means they have been successful in creating that sort of an emergency there.
Yes.
They have been successful in silencing a thought. Silencing is not stopping the mouth. Silencing is stopping thinking.
Very much.
That is a more dangerous thing on this earth.
And what is that silver line that you see at present? Of course, India has survived worse situations. India survived emergency. So you are quite confident that India will survive this critical juncture too.
Nature is bigger than us. Life is bigger than us. It is we who have to survive. Nature can live without us also. These fellows will not be there. They will go to, I am only saying, they will hurt a generation. They will leave wounds which will take more time to heal. I don't want that. I don't want that to give it to my younger generation. My next generation should not say, "What were you doing, Prakash?" Is that there is a silver line, hope. Other than hope, there is no reason to live if you don't have hope, and if you don't believe that this will come. See, this is a lesson we have learned. For us Indians, we have got everything easy. Freedom we got easy, everything. We need to understand the value of it. It is our own making. So probably we have to realize that, oh, we suffered it. If we don't awake, awakening will happen. Probably with this much of pain or maybe more pain too.
And during the last Karnataka Assembly elections, you took a stand and you spoke to people. You went from city to villages.
I thought it was my responsibility to move into districts because I don't belong to any political party. But I thought, I am not a fellow who just keeps quiet. When I take a decision, I go all out and find ways. So I took my friends. I first traveled for 3 months across Karnataka and connected writers, right? People who think like us and to similar thinking people who could be retired judges, officers, bureaucrats, writers, activists. Then we traveled and used every district platform, media platform, press meets. And I think we really made a difference.
And will you be addressing the people during the coming Lok Sabha elections too?
Definitely, wherever it is, probably definitely in the next 2019, I'll be traveling across the country the way people are calling me now, whether it is Odisha, whether it is Kerala, whether it is Andhra, because it becomes a bigger responsibility now. And I need to go and I will keep some time off, and we are already connecting a bigger group of people we are joining together who are neutral, who, for me, country is important, not a political party. So we will see, because country needs different political parties in different states, and we have to tell people it is okay to have different
And how do you balance your career and the political activities?
There is nothing to balance. Do what you like and you keep doing it.
Many of our reputed, well-known institutions, have been crumbling for quite some time. But somehow we see a very, very vibrant judiciary. So
I believe in the judiciary, and to tell you, recently I was going to Dubai for Sharjah International Literary Festival to release my book, Namme Vidungum Maunam, which is translated in Malayalam, which is released by DC Books. I saw a police officer, a DCP, who was put in Assam, and in the lounge he walked up to me and he said, "Can I have a word with you, Prakash? We are very proud of you. Majority of the bureaucracy is very disturbed with this government. Continue raising your voice.
Okay.
Things will change." I see a guy who's checking me, a soldier says, "Aap jaise awaaz uthane wala chahiye zindagi mein duniya ko." Some lady with a child sends me a note from the aircraft saying, "Keep just asking, we like you." An old man says, "I don't have the energy, you do it." I am yet to find one of these guys coming straight onto my face and telling me, "You're wrong."
And then the verdict by the Supreme Court on the Shabarimala issue,
See, Shabarimala, we should look at it in different things. We the people, see, I wonder in Kerala, I want to ask a question. One great flood, one big flood united Kerala together, and one religious issue just separates you in a month. See, what you have to understand is, see, it is a belief, it is a practice. See, asking about religion, you're asking the wrong man, because I don't believe in any religion. I believe in humanity. My wife is a Hindu, my mother is a Christian, and I'm fine with that. They practice their religion. I respect them to do it. She wants me to go on a birthday to her church, I go, and she wants to do some homam, I go, because I don't want to argue with it. But when it comes to here in Kerala, what you should understand is there is a Supreme Court judgment which is given. There is an issue with the belief of the people, but you should understand first is why are political parties is politicizing it. You have a political party which says this is a golden opportunity for us. The opposition in a trap. Can't you read it? And you say they are supporting for you. Nobody is going to support you. It is your belief. It is not just women's empowerment. There is something else, but there is a Supreme Court order. Government probably should say we need some more time because of the stronger sentiment of the people. We need to make them understand. You just can't have some activists who will come and say, "I will just go to the temple," and they will say, "You are not a believer. Why are you doing this?" It is not for a fashion. So instead of all this, what you people, we the citizens should understand is the whole plan of how somebody is misusing whether our beliefs or disbeliefs politically. This is become aggravated because politically. That is it. Why is so many other MPs of BJP from Karnataka, Mr. Katil, from Tamil Nadu, why are they suddenly coming to Sabarimala?
But there is another side to it. Let me just point it out. Let me quote Shashi Tharoor, the liberal face of Congress. He said, he made a remark just like this, that the abstract notions of constitutional principles also have to pass the test of societal acceptance.
See, it is a very, that is what I am saying, no? When you have this dialogue, we can talk. But this whole politicizing it and making people angry, hate one another, you can't have this dialogue at all, no? Now in Christianity, they say Mother Mary gave birth because of a divine this thing. Now, do you refute it? Or do you accept it? Or you are going to question that this thing? So these are small little things. This has to come with dialogue.
So let there be 100 flowers, let there be so many voices, because after all, dissent is the heart of democracy.
Correct. What I am saying is dissent is the heart of democracy. At the same time, we need to be practical. Let there be 100 voices, but let it be heard. There are more voices to subdue other voices, divert other voices. That is the problem I am saying.
In fact, how do you plan to carry this fight forward?
I will not be forming a political party, nor am I interested at this point of time to join any political party. But we are, see, I am already in politics. A citizen who is conscious of political conscience, who is stalking his rights, is already in politics. I need not be in a party. I need not be in electoral politics to be in politics. Every citizen of this country, the minute you vote, for the next 5 years, your vote has an implication on every second of your life. So you need to be political.
So you will definitely cross the bridge when you come to it. If there is a moment which really
If
wants
there is a road and if a bridge comes, if you want to continue, you have to cross the bridge.